If I knew then what I know now, I would tell myself to enjoy my time alone. I wouldn't say I used to be a loner, because I think I still am. Yes, I'm pretty sure I am. It's just back in high school, I was a loner, but not really by choice. Yeah, not really by choice, because it was very awkward and I didn't know how to. I wasn't really comfortable in many social situations. But I feel like God has always watched out for me in my life. Even though I've been through hard times, some weren't my fault and some were. I feel like God made me a loner in high school to protect me, because I didn't have discernment choosing the people that well, maybe I did have discernment sometimes. It's like there would be certain people that I would click with, and certain people that I wouldn't. Certain people I would click with because it just felt right, and usually they were the people who were, fine for me to click with, and we didn't have any problems. But then there would be people that would talk to me, and I would just let anybody who did in, and things wouldn't work out the way they were supposed to. And with those people, it was sort of like not natural and not easy to connect to them. So that's probably a sign that I shouldn't have been hanging out with them in the first place. But there's probably a lot more people that I didn't come into bad situations with because I was a loner, and God was keeping me away from that. And thank you, God. And I can see it now, but at the time it just felt lonely. And I wasn't really that picky about who I let into my life and space. I didn't know myself or what I liked. And when I was alone, I would just sit there feeling like strange for being alone, because everybody else wasn't doing that. And at the time, I didn't realize that God puts us in seasons of isolation for a reason. But if I knew then what I know now, I would tell myself to enjoy my time alone, because I sure do now. I would read a book. Now, like, some of my favorite times are going to the library alone, sitting down reading a book, going to Barnes and Nobles alone, walking around looking at the books. You see, it makes me happy because I just love reading, and I don't have to worry about anybody else or what they're thinking. I can be in my own world, and that's like a sanctuary. And journaling now, that's something I do alone. I love just listening to my thoughts and figuring out who I am, and listening to God, figuring out how my relationship with him can be better, and I'm happier and becoming a better person. Oh yes, I would learn new things, get a hobby, gain a skill. The time that you have where you don't have to worry about anybody else. If you don't have kids, you don't have a significant other, you don't really have friends that you have to, I don't know if it's the right way to say it, but you have to entertain. Like, you can focus on yourself and figuring out what you like to do. And you can meditate, you can pray, you can listen to YouTube videos or podcasts to figure out, to learn something, or just for entertainment. You don't really have to talk to people that you don't want to. You don't have to. Yeah, now I always have my headphones on, just doing what I want to do, listening to what I want. And it doesn't have to be anyone else's business what I'm allowing into my mind and into my space. And it drowns out the negativity of the world around me. Like, I don't really like to participate in gossip. So if people are gossiping, like, you can just put your headphones on. And for me, if I listen to something positive at that time, like, my day is just positive. It's not really like they're interrupting it because I'm not listening to what they're saying. And if you spend time by yourself, then you'll be in such a state of peace that if people do want to come into your life, you'll weigh the pros and cons of allowing them into your life. Because once you find peace in spending time with yourself and doing things on your own, someone coming to your life will just have to make it better. Like, if they disrupt your peace, like, it will be easier to just let them go out of your life, because you're fine being by yourself, enjoying your own company. And you can get lonely and want to hang out with other people, but it's like the right people. Like, you can wait for the right people, because you have to ask yourself, is it worth it, like, to be spending time with someone that you don't even like, rather than spending time with yourself until you meet the people that you do like? So yeah, it's just a message for all the loners out there, and you'll find people that align with you. And I think you should use the time to get to know yourself, get to enjoy being alone, and spend time with God, and try to figure out what peace is to you and in your solitude.